Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. Was Adam Schiff running a spy operation against the White House? The American Thinker reports that it seems every day brings a new revelation about Democratic efforts to rig an impeachment of the president. The false claims and astonishing conflicts of interest being thrown out there are piling up fast. Latest from the San Francisco Examiner exposes House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff choice of staffers, who it turns out had been two disgruntled deep staters from the White House who had actually worked with the so-called whistleblower. The whistleblower was an NSC official who worked with former Vice President Joe Biden and who has expertise in Ukraine, the Washington Examiner has reported. A career CIA analyst with Ukraine expertise, the whistleblower aired the concerns about a phone conversation between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to a House Intelligence Committee aide on Schiff's staff. He had previously informed the CIA's legal counsel office. Schiff initially denied he knew anything about the complaint before it was filed, stating on September 17th, quote, "We have not spoken directly with the whistleblower. We would like to." But it later emerged that a member of his staff had spoken to the whistleblower before his complaint was submitted on August 12th. The Washington Post concluded that Schiff clearly made a statement that was false. Now, this is the Washington Post, which is a leftist newspaper ran by Jeff Bezos. But Grace was hired to help Schiff's committee investigate Trump White House. That month, Trump accused Schiff of stealing people who worked at the White House. Grace worked at the NSC from 2016 to 2018 in U.S.-China relations, and then briefly at the Center for a New American Security think tank, which was founded by two former senior Obama administration officials. So these people were all buddies beforehand, and this would explain why the so-called whistleblower had been sneaking around with Schiff's staff before he made his whistleblower complaint. And that only came after someone with influence was able to get the Inspector General of the intelligence community, the IGIC, to change the rules about whistleblowers needing no firsthand knowledge about the wrongdoing they were supposedly reporting. Once that rule change was put in place, the whistleblower got going. So as soon as they changed that rule, because now you can go off of hearsay. You can whistleblow off of hearsay now. We talked about that before in previous videos. More and more, this sounds like a pre-planned setup. And one Trump operative has a very good summary of what seems to have been really going on as these anything but exculpatory stories mount. Schiff was essentially running an illegal spy operation against the White House, recruiting his staffers, having them recruit their whistleblowers, grooming them up, changing the rules so they would file their complaints, and then lying that they knew anything about the lunatic efforts to get President Trump impeached. See, they were just standing there minding their own business when all this stuff happened, and everything that they did, everything that did happen was just a coincidence. And we got all this stuff documented, even from leftist newspapers and magazines, so they can't say none of this stuff is not sourced or true. Experienced intelligence operatives, and apparently this Trump operative has this sort of background, like to say there are no coincidences. As facts continue to roll out, it's getting more and more obvious that Schiff's operation was to orchestrate this impeachment scenario all along, going into high gear with the flame out of the Mueller investigation. Trump's been having a bad time with public opinion in the wake of the Schiff's operation orchestrating the media coverage as well. But the facts on the ground suggest it was all an illegal spying operation on the president. And that's a far more concrete crime than anything Trump is accused of committing. Right now, Schiff has 109 congressional representatives signed on to GOP Rep. Andy Biggs of Arizona call to condemn and censor Schiff for this sick little illegal freelance operation to spy on Trump. It's an abuse of his office for sure, given that Schiff's supposed to be focused on intelligence, not on being one of those creepy secret police characters in the lives of others. It's also an outrageous misuse of taxpayers' dollars. In light of this Schiff spy operation, and if Democrats don't want some back at you next time, there's a Dem in office with the Republican House. It's really ought to be. It really ought to be every last one of them signed up to that Biggs list, and that's true because if they can do it to what the Democrats don't understand, the stuff that's going on with Trump. If they get a Dem in office, the same thing can be done to them, and I don't know why they don't see that. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Until next time. We live in a really nightmare. We live in a really nightmare.